Hello students, I hope all of you are doing fine. In this video, I will explain you Unit 1, Chapter 2, Nutrition in Animals. So we know that in your previous classes you have got that every living thing need food. Without food, we cannot survive. Then some organisms can make their own food, some cannot make their own food. The organisms that can make their own food are called autotrophs, and those who cannot make their own food are called heterotrophs. Then some organisms, some animals only eat plants, they are called herbivores. And then some eat only animals, they are called carnivores. Then some eat both plants and animals, they are called omnivores. Different animals eat food differently. For example, birds eat with their beaks. Mane চৰাইবোৰে ঠোঁটেৰে আহাৰ গ্ৰহণ কৰে. Then we humans eat with our teeth, no? We chew food with our teeth. Then snakes swallow their foods. Then there are some animals like the whales, ducks, and flamingos that are called filter feeders because মানে কি হয় সিহঁতি whales, ducks, and flamingos একেলগে এসোপামান আহাৰ গ্ৰহণ কৰিলে। গ্ৰহণ কৰি কি কৰিব? তোমাৰ যিবোৰ নালাগা খাদ্য সিহঁতৰ সেইবোৰ পেলাই দিয়ে আৰু বাকিবোৰ গ্ৰহণ কৰে। মানে কি হয় ফিল্টাৰ কৰি খায়। So because of that they are called filter feeders. Okay? Now we know that food contains some nutrients. Those nutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, etc. Now our body cannot take those nutrients unless they are converted into some simple substances. Otherwise our body cannot accept those nutrients. So in order to convert those nutrients into simple substances, our body performs a function. This function is known as digestion. So the definition of digestion is the process by which the body converts useful substances like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, etc. into simple usable substances is known as digestion. And the organs, all of the organs in our body that works to digest food is called digestive system. So here is a picture of our digestive system. It consists of esophagus, liver, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and then anus mostly. Okay, mostly these are the main organs. Then we will discuss about it a little bit later on, but first let's talk about teeth. What kind of teeth we humans have? The act of taking food is known as ingestion. মানে আমি যে আহাৰ খাওঁ, আহাৰ গ্ৰহণ কৰোঁ, সেই প্ৰচেছটো কোৱা হয় ingestion. Okay, আৰু the act of converting nutrients into simple usable substances is called digestion. Okay, digestion and ingestion are two different things. Then our teeth, we have 32 teeth maximum. Some people can also have 28 teeth. Then there are 4 incisors, 2 canines, and 4 premolars, then 4 or 6 molars in each jaw. See, here is a picture of types of human teeth. We have 4 incisors. So I will show you a picture of teeth. From that you will understand more clearly. So here is a picture of a human's mouth. Then the first 4 teeth are called incisors. Okay, those first 4 teeth are called incisors. I will explain with you by this picture. Okay, see, the first, this is a jaw, a single jaw. We have 2 jaws in mouth. Okay, everybody has 2 jaws, and here is a picture of only 1 jaw. Okay, so the first 4 teeth are called incisors. Those teeth are used to cut or bite on our food and make them into small pieces. Okay, they are present in the front of our teeth. There are present 4 numbers. So on the other jaw also there are 4 incisors. Okay, then the next one is incisor. Sorry, the next one is canine. There are canines like this. See, there are 2 canines on each side. Those canines are sharp teeth and they are used to tear down foods. Then we have flat and broad teeth, মানে চেপেটা আৰু ডাঙৰ teeth. Those teeth are called premolars and molars. See here in orange color, here also these are premolars. Okay, 4 premolar teeth. Then we have 6 in green color. We have 6 molars. Some people have 4 molars. Okay, these molar and premolar are used to grind food, crush and grind food. Okay, then after that the food, what happens, our mouth contains a juice, a digestive juice called saliva. I will go to this picture. Okay, see, our mouth contains a digestive juice called saliva, and this saliva is present in the salivary glands. Okay, now those saliva contains a substance called amylase. This amylase breaks down carbohydrates into sugars. So the digestion of sugar from our food happens in the mouth. Then our tongue mixes the saliva with the food and pushes it into esophagus. Okay, this one is the esophagus, called as food pipe, or you can say khadya noli, food pipe or esophagus. Okay, then after traveling through the esophagus, the food goes to the stomach. Okay, the food goes to the stomach. This is the stomach. This one is liver. This one is liver. This one small one is the stomach. And this stomach stores our food. Then after going to the stomach, the food becomes a paste. এটা তোমাৰ paste টাইপৰ বনি যায় ফুডটো, আমাৰ খাদ্যটো. Then our food contains 2 gastric juice called hydrochloric acid and pepsin. Okay, from this picture you can see, I will go step by step. We eat food, then the food goes to our mouth, this part. In the mouth, the carbohydrate digests because of saliva, and after that the food goes through the esophagus or food pipe, then goes to the stomach. In stomach, the food turns into paste, And in the stomach we have gastric juice called hydrochloric acid and pepsin. The hydrochloric acid kills microbes and acidifies the food. The hydrochloric acid present in our stomach kills all the microorganisms that present in the food. Then the pepsin digests protein. After that, the food becomes a semi-digested food called chyme. 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 After the stomach, the food goes to small intestine. In the small intestine, there are bile juice and pancreatic juice. The bile juice is secreted from the liver and then they are stored in the gallbladder. Okay, see, the bile juice are secreted from this liver, and then you can see in the liver there is a small portion called gallbladder. So the bile juice that are secreted from the liver are stored here in the gallbladder. Okay, and the pancreatic juice that we talked about is secreted by the pancreas, by this one, pancreas. Okay, so let's go back to the previous slide here. Okay, then after the food enters the small intestine, there are bile juice and pancreatic juice present here. Those bile juice helps in the digestion of fats, and the pancreatic juice digests carbohydrates, fats and proteins. If some of the carbohydrates are left, some of the fats are left, some of the proteins are left to digest, then the pancreatic juice will digest them. Okay, and the carbohydrates present in our food that we eat are converted into simple sugars. Proteins are converted into amino acids. Fats are converted into fatty acids. And our body can only accept those three forms of carbohydrates, proteins and fats. If the carbohydrates is converted to simple sugar, then only our body can accept the carbohydrate. Okay, similarly for protein also, only amino acid form of protein and fatty acid form of fat can be accepted by our body. Okay, then after that, the small intestine has blood vessels. Small intestine contains blood vessels, and those blood vessels have blood inside them. Now the digested food in the small intestine, okay, one more thing, the food that we eat are completely digested in the small intestine. Okay, then the completely digested food in the small intestine are mixed with the blood, then they are transported to different parts of the body. You can ask me how? Because there are blood vessels present in all parts of our body, and the blood vessels transports blood to all parts of our body. So if the digested food mixes with the blood, then those blood vessels will carry those food along with the blood to different parts of our body, and then we get energy, we get nutrition. After that, all the simple substances that are produced passed into the blood of these blood vessels. This process is called absorption. মানে আমি যে সেইবোৰ সাবস্টেন্স বিলাক কনভাৰ্ট হ'ল, সেইবোৰ যে আমাৰ শৰীৰে গ্ৰহণ কৰিলে, সেই প্ৰচেছটো কোৱা হয় absorption. ব্লাডৰ লগত মিলি যোৱাটোকে কোৱা হয় তোমাৰ absorption. Then the absorption of digested food and its utilization by the body is known as assimilation. It is known as assimilation. Then the last part is large intestine. Okay, here is the large intestine. Large intestine is bigger in size but small in length. Now what is the function of large intestine? After all the food gets digested in our small intestine, the rest material, or you can say rest of the food, rest of the undigested food travels to large intestine. In the large intestine, if there are water and minerals in the undigested food, then the large intestine absorbs those water and minerals. Okay, after that the rest of the food goes to the anus, and then we discard those substances, unwanted portion of the food from the body through anus. Okay, and this process is known as egestion. 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 So here is the end of this video. I will explain digestion in grass eating animals in the next part of this video, and how does amoeba obtain its nutrition. So I hope you will be able to understand this video. If you have any confusion, then you can message me on WhatsApp. Okay, then see you in the next video.